yourself. You done know Victorious Vibes. Victorious Vibes in the house. Thank you guys for being here. I am so excited, so very excited to let you guys know that I have two Empress Queen artists here, Toronto recording artist, Villah Official, hey. Big up yourself, and N3S, y'all, N3S, big up yourself on the Instagram live as well. We're doing some different things, and we are trying some different things, so thank you guys for everybody who is tuning in, even if we have one or two in there. It's all good. Hey, big up yourself. All right, so thank you guys so much for coming through.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I'm so glad you got here safely. Guidance and protection. I'm loving your hat, man.
Oh, thank
you. I'm loving the hat. We're bringing that back in. Yes. All right, so want to big up a couple of drinks here because we're gonna start off with a drink, but we have to big up, you know, the D2E Studios. As the what is this? The Silk Vodka.
Ooh,
all right, so this is y'all have to check out the Silk Vodka, and we also have here the Chill Canadian Vodka, and the Chill stands for Canadian Hip Hop is legit.
Oh,
all right.
What? Let me buy one of those.
All right, Canadian Hip Hop is legit.
Sip of that.
Right?
That's sick.
So we won't be trying those today. We're just picking up those, but we have another little dainty drink here for the ladies. But we had to big up and promote the drinks and big up my friend D2E here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this right now. This is the girls' night out. Okay?
Yes. Looks like it smells good.
Right? This is the the strawberry sangria or samba.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yes, we're gonna take a cup
you.
for you, my dear.
Thank
and
you.
Director, would you like a drink as well?
Yeah.
All right. So the four of us. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh.
Can you hear the click loop?
Right. The bubbly. The bubbly.
Yes.
We'll start off with a little bit because we are responsible drinkers here.
Yes.
Drink responsibly, everybody.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, my dear.
Oh wait, this is extra cup.
An extra cup. All right.
These red cups got texture.
All right. And for Nikki Victorious, of course. Yes. So we are cheersing to the 8th Victorious Vibes Light interview. Number 8, ladies. Number 8. Cheers.
Cheers, director.
Okay, cheers, director. All right. What do you guys think?
Juicy.
Love it.
Yeah, we need a little ice, but
Fruity.
it's still nice.
Love
Yeah,
it.
it's very
Yeah.
fruity.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Love it. So it's a very nice dainty drink for the ladies.
Oh yes.
Yes. All right. So again, thank you guys for being here. Villa, I met you back in, I think it was 2021? No, or 2022?
Yeah.
At the Secret Sauce performance with Romney's Secret Sauce. So that's the first time I met you, and I know when I saw you get on that stage, and I saw this little young lady get on the stage, I'm like, okay, I know she's gonna do something. There's some fire there. But when you started rapping and you started, I was like, yo, she's something. I gotta get a promo with her. I gotta get to know her. I gotta get her Instagram. I gotta get it all. Yes. So big up yourself.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you at the Canadian what was it? Toronto Community Housing Activity Day event with Warzone, who performed as well. You guys saw some footage of that. So it was nice to meet you and continue to get to know you and big up yourself to find out that you're an artist as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, so definitely what I like to do is start off with a very fun, chill, Victorious Vibes Fun Facts questionnaire. So it's just a series of some questions, light questions for the people to get to know you and little aspects of you. So you would answer and then you answer after. Okay. So the first question is, as the people would know, where are you from? Where are your parents from? Are you guys from Toronto? And which part of the world are you from?
So my parents were born and they're born and raised in the Philippines. My dad's from Manila, and then my mom's from the province area, La Union.
Big up the Philippines. Hey.
And then they came here around like '93, and then they made my two older sisters, and then they made me.
Lovely.
So I was born and raised in Mississauga.
Okay.
And then ever since I've been in and around the city, and then still have like the Filipino roots in me, even though I'm still here, you know, like it's still heavily
can never forget.
Exactly, you can never forget about your roots. But Yeah, I'm Filipino and born and raised in Mississauga.
Okay, and what about you, N3S?
Yes, so same with Villavilles.
Okay.
Both my parents are from the Philippines. So
Okay.
my mom is from a city called Bacolod City.
How do you pronounce that?
Bacolod City.
Bacolod City.
Yeah, Bacolod
Okay.
City. Yes,
Bacolod
and
City.
my dad is from Pampanga.
Pampanga.
in the
Very
Philippines.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I been home, but I definitely have the Filipino roots instilled in me, through the food, through the language that we speak it at home.
Yes.
And I grew up here pretty much in Canada, particularly like Mississauga and Toronto
Mississauga as
area.
well?
Mississauga, like Toronto, so Etobicoke, I would say.
Okay.
I'm kind of like hopping back and
Right.
forth. Like
We all know the Rexdale.
yeah, that north side.
I know
Yeah,
Rexdale.
there you go. I'm actually on the south side, like
South side.
yeah,
No,
south
see,
side.
on the south side is hope.
By the lake, like.
Yeah, hey.
So, yeah, I pretty much grew up in that area. I kind of moved around a lot in that area, but pretty much still floating around
I
in the
hear
city
ya.
and doing the things,
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I guess that leads to the next question because you mentioned sisters. So do you have brothers or sisters that are artists as well, or they look up to you, want to do the same thing?
So I have 2 older sisters. I'm the baby in
Okay,
the
so
family.
you're the baby.
I am the baby in the family,
Okay.
and I think I'm probably like the most that is putting myself out there. So
Mhm.
being more like creative,
Yes.
and I kind of took the different route, like
Right.
I didn't go for like the typical nurse or
Yes,
career.
yes.
I just felt like I think I've been pretty creative like throughout my whole life,
Your whole
and
life, yeah.
if anything, my sisters do like they support with
Okay,
what I
so
do.
They do support
Yeah,
you. Okay,
so
good.
it's not like I'm like an alien to them,
Yeah.
If anything, they're more proud of like their younger sister, like their baby
Good.
sister.
The baby sister.
Yes.
And you're just so cute. You fit
Yeah.
the role.
Picture cheeks.
What about you?
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters?
Yeah, so I have like a lot of brothers and sisters, or like half brothers and sisters. So I have like on my dad's side, and on my mom's side I have my little brother as well.
Okay.
And in terms of music, like like both sides of my family are very musical, but none of them pursued like the music path.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah, like my mom's side is mostly like writers. They write. Like my grandma actually used to write articles back in the Philippines, and like my cousins, they write poems. So that's kind of like the writing. I would say that's the writing, songwriting part of me.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
Big up.
Bo. And my dad's side, they like karaoke time is like is
boy.
big. My
Okay.
dad loves to sing karaoke. Rest in peace to my dad. He's not with
Yes.
us anymore, but he was like the karaoke man, and he would like
Okay.
sing his heart out and his chest out. Yeah.
And bring that vibe to the family. That's
Exactly.
beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So this is a question about nicknames. Did you have a nickname growing up, or was it always Villah, or how did you get Villah official music?
Oh,
Villah.
wow.
Villah,
You know,
Villah.
I used to be just called like Young Villa before. Like my artist name before was Young Villa,
I like
and it was YUNG,
Ah.
But I had people that would call me like Ash Villa because my first name is Ashley.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say.
that's and my
I was
last
gonna say.
and my last name's Villa Corda, so that's kind of where like that Villa part kind of comes in, and I ended up adding an H at the end for more emphasis. So
Right.
when you see it, it's like Villa.
Oh.
So and I was thinking about it how people were going to chant my name, right? So it was like Villa. So it was something
Yeah.
that's catchy to
Yes,
get,
definitely.
and I think I grew into. Actually, there was that one person that actually did call me Villa, but I never took it into consideration for it being an actual like stage name.
Right.
But then I obviously I'm big with like marketing too, so I just found that me having the young in front of my name, it probably would get me lost in the SEO search, and so I feel like there's a lot of youngs out there, but when you search up V and Villa, that's it gives it
just
more.
pops up.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
You, period. Point
Exactly.
blank. Yeah.
And I would put an exclamation part for the I.
Okay.
So it kind of
I
shows
like
it's
that.
like all in
Yes.
caps.
I like that.
Exactly.
Okay, and I will remember in the description from now on to
Oh,
put
yeah,
it exactly
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
With the exclamation mark as the I. Okay. And okay, so what about you, N3S? How did that that name come about?
Well, it's actually pronounced Ness.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Ness. Yeah. So
Okay.
it used to be NES, but I
Okay.
changed the E to a 3 for
Right.
various reasons.
Okay.
So like I just did it for the aesthetic look. I just think it looks really cool, and
It does
also
look good.
the 3 kind of means like aligning yourself through the music. aligning yourself, your mind, body, and spirit through the music. So that's kind of like what my
Ooh,
purpose
love
is.
that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love that.
So the Trinity frequency, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Ooh,
Yeah.
hey, hey.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
okay.
Yeah, boom.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
So my full name is actually Neslin, and
Neslin,
it was
that's
actually a
pretty.
very complicated experience growing up because nobody can pronounce it like just by reading it.
Mm.
They would actually like read it as Nelson,
Oh, okay.
like Nelson. What do you spell?
Neslin.
Yeah.
That's not that hard.
Yeah.
Neslin.
Yeah, what's a mix of my mom and dad's name? So my dad
Yeah.
is Nestor and my
Oh.
mom is Elena, so they just
Oh,
made it like they just
yeah.
bashed it together.
Yeah.
And growing up, yeah, like I would say, yeah, people would call me Neslin, but I would say, hey, just call me Nez for short. Or some
Right.
of them would call me Nesty or Nesquik or Nes
Right.
Cafe or
Right.
something. You know, anything with a Ness in front of it,
Yeah.
right? Or
People always
Nintendo.
have to go there, so, you know, they always have to find
Exactly.
it.
Or Nintendo
Yeah.
Entertainment System, something like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying?
So, but your
yeah.
stage name, you go by, how do you pronounce that? You go by Nez?
Yeah,
or-
Ness.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
or
Ness.
Ness or Nessie Ness or whatever you
Okay.
want to say.
All
So,
right,
yeah.
So,
mhm.
okay, so by Ness, everybody. That's her stage
Yeah.
name. All right. So, that's good to know. So, what is your favorite sport, Villa?
Oh.
Ooh.
Honestly, it was volleyball growing up in
Oh, yeah.
elementary.
Oh my God, yes.
But it's been basketball throughout high
Right,
school.
big up basketball.
Yeah, and I think it's like one of those sports where you know, I'm tiny but I'm mighty, and
Right.
I don't like I really don't like it when people obviously underestimate me in anything, you know. Like I always felt like I had to do that in everything, like sports, a job, and all of that. And like me even like hanging out with the guys and them playing basketball, I'm like,
Right.
I want to be a part of it,
Right.
right?
You
So
can't leave me out.
exactly, and I think yeah, like sports has been really huge growing up, and I think
Okay.
it's definitely built that confidence in me. But basketball for sure, just cause like you gotta work with a team,
That's true.
you know, and like
Yes,
Have you been on the team?
yes,
Okay.
yes, oh yes.
Okay.
Me and my sisters all have.
Okay,
And,
nice. Kick butt.
Yeah.
When Villa comes on the court. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
they were saying, "Oh, it's in the genes." Like 'cause
That's
they
what
kept
I
seeing,
say.
they kept seeing my sister. It was like my two older sisters, and then
Mhm.
they're like, "Great, there's another
There's
one."
another.
Yeah.
You know what they say in Jamaica? You look about Chatalawa.
Oh.
Chatalawa. Hey. Yes. And what's your favorite sport, Nez?
So I actually have two. I would
Okay.
definitely basketball for sure because it's
Basketball.
just like a fun sport, and
Mhm.
yeah, like you know, you play with the team, and yeah, I used to play as well, but I would like warm up the bench a lot of times. But it's all good. I kept it nice and toasty
You
for
off the
everybody.
court. Yeah.
It's all good. No, but I was like, you know, playing my point guard position and whatnot, and
Yes.
yeah, team playing with the team, and I also love boxing as well.
Okay.
So that was actually just channeling like my anger energy, like in the
Boy.
beginning, because I don't really get angry. I just kind
Okay.
of get moving. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I just
exactly.
kind of like let it out of me through my body movement, and I don't
Yeah.
really like get rah rah in people's faces like that. That's just not my personality.
Right, right.
So like the way I express my anger is through writing and through boxing.
Right,
So,
I agree. I
yeah.
agree. It's through writing,
Yeah.
through writing lyrics, you know,
Yeah.
get it out how you have to.
Exactly.
Because that's the problem with people, you know, they
Mhm.
don't know how to express it.
Exactly.
And then when they don't know how to express it, they project it
Exactly.
onto other people in negative ways. So,
Exactly,
for
yes.
sure. So this next question I always find very interesting with my artists. Do you feel that you're an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm totally an extrovert for sure.
I would agree.
Growing up, even like with my siblings too, I've definitely been that one that's kind of been out there and
Yes.
being able to talk to people and all that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can be an introvert when I want to.
Right. Every extrovert can be an introvert.
Yes,
Mhm.
I
and that's why it's really good to have those that balance, kind of, you know, like
Right.
it's good to have that individual time
I agree.
and like focus hard on that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But otherwise, I'm super extroverted.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I love
You're-
being
you're
with
a
people.
firecracker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a social butterfly. So
Mhm.
as long as I'm like mentally like good and you know
Exactly.
I'm all for it. You know.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm pretty
Yes.
much the same way. So what about you, Nez?
So I would say I'm both. Like
Okay.
it's kind of a balance of both.
Right.
Actually, when I was younger, I was definitely an introvert. Like I was super
Okay,
shy and
super
awkward,
shy,
and like I wouldn't even
right.
talk to anybody because I was just weird. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
But I also but like stepping into the music more and stepping into like who I really am. You know, I
Yes.
became more of an extrovert. I'm like bouncing around, you know, like
Yeah.
doing what I love
I
to
see
do.
your performances on Instagram, and you have a caption on there that said, "This little girl, who would ever think this little girl would grow up to be a rapper?"
Oh, this
Was
like
it that?
shy girl. Yeah,
just like,
exactly.
I saw something like that.
Exactly. I
so-
never thought I'd be a rapper. Like it wasn't something
Yeah.
that I thought I even had in me, but it was just like certain situations that happened in my life that like, you know, very emotional experiences that kind of
Yes.
activated the
Yes.
artistry out of me, which
Yes.
like I had it the whole time, but I
That's
guess
how
I
it
kind of had to
goes.
go through some stuff to kind of like
That's how it goes.
pop off, right?
That's how it goes, my girl. That's
Yeah.
how it goes. You find your greatness in the greatest trials. You know, and
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't understand it. Sometimes I'm like, why, God? Why you gotta use the most terrible
Exactly.
crap to give us the biggest blessings? But,
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
he knows
yes.
what he's doing, and we could just trust him. and
Yes,
trust him.
Exactly,
process.
exactly,
Right?
yeah.
Trust the process, exactly. What would be your dream vacation?
Ooh. I would definitely a dream vacation. I would say probably like fully getting to know the Philippines. You know,
Okay.
because I find you get a surface area of what you see Philippines could be.
Yes.
And there's definitely beautiful islands and all of that. But I'd love to actually explore like head to toe from it, and
Okay,
like
okay.
just kind of be more connected with the roots.
With your roots.
And yeah, I think like maybe even Japan too.
Yes.
Japan's probably one of my
I'd love to visit.
yes, yeah. Japan's definitely
Yeah.
on the list there.
My friend's daughter is in Korea right now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I definitely.
We got one of the fam up in Japan.
Ew.
Big ups,
Ooh,
big
yes,
ups to
yes.
Japan,
Big
Korea.
up Japan.
One of them I haven't seen in a long time, and he is Filipino.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
Married a Japanese.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
big up.
Seen him in a
Nice.
long
Oh,
time.
so
Yeah.
he's living his life there.
He's living his life
That's
happy.
so dope.
Yeah.
Must be
I love
happy
it.
with the wife. You haven't seen him for a long time.
Jeez.
Hey.
Hey.
So what would? Okay, so is that it?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
the
much. I would
Philippines?
say like
Okay.
Philippines, so like getting to know it a lot more in a
Okay.
deeper level.
That's
Just
fair
because I feel like when I do go there, it's for family and all that stuff. Maybe a bit of vacation, but like I don't know. I feel like there could be experiences that I could have
A lot
out
more
there
that you
that
get out
even
there.
like going hiking to see this. She's 100+ years old, and she's like a
Wow.
tattoo artist, and
Wow.
the way
Oh, yes.
and
That
she's
must
like
be
a
amazing.
like the way to get there is that you gotta take a bus or so, and then
Right.
you gotta go up the mountains.
It's
You gotta
not
hike
easy to
there.
get to her.
Exactly, and
Mhm.
yeah, like
that
just
sounds very interesting.
yeah,
I'd
like
love
I
to do that.
definitely would love to like kind of do that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
definitely
I believe
that.
You will.
Yes.
I believe you will.
Yes.
What about you, hon?
Well, for sure, definitely the Philippines as well. Because I
Yeah,
haven't been
yeah.
back since I was like a kid, like a little, well, not a baby, like since I was like 6 years old.
Oh,
So I feel like
wow.
really out of touch with my Filipino roots, like actually
Mhm.
being present in the country.
Mhm.
And particularly, like, I'd want to go island hopping,
Yeah,
explore all the
that's-
beautiful islands, because there's over
Right.
7,000 islands in the Philippines, actually.
Wow.
Yes.
that is
So there's a
fact.
lot to do there, and I just want to chill on the beach, like eat some good mangoes, drink some
Right.
coconut
Oh,
water,
that sound good.
vibe with the people, have like a
Yes.
fisherman get some fish for me, and just,
Right?
we just
Fresh
like
food.
fry
Put
it
your
up
pan on
there.
the grill.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not it, on the beach actually. They just set it up with the wood and
Yes,
stuff, and
exactly.
do
That's what
some
I mean. And on the grill.
On the grill, yeah,
Right then and there.
exactly. So
Yeah.
and feeling like the peace in the country, and also I want to be able to kind of practice my native tongue there too, because I do
Okay.
understand the language, but I want to be able to like communicate with them and kind of
Do you
learn the.
Does your parents speak it?
Yeah, they speak it.
Fluently?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
What
Yeah.
about yours, Villah?
Yes, yeah,
Do
both
you,
of them.
Do you speak it as well?
I if anything, I more understand it.
More
Mm,
understand.
So like
yes.
I can understand it and then reply in English,
Right.
or maybe it could be
Well, that's
Taglish.
cool though.
Yup,
Yeah.
yup.
That's a whole switch and transition in
It
your
is.
brain
Mhm.
to
Yes.
understand it in one language but transition it in another.
Yes.
Yes.
But
But
that's like mumble jumbled in your brain. though.
Yeah, it's like I think it like helps me, but it also helps my parents out with English as well. So,
right.
but yeah,
That exchange.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd actually love to go to Japan as well, and Thailand is another place I'd love to go
Thailand is
visit.
another beautiful
Yeah,
place.
like they have
Yeah.
really beautiful. I mean, just from videos I see, and I've been
Yeah.
like watching a lot of like Thai kind of like
Mhm.
shows.
Yeah, it makes
And it
sense.
seems
makes
like
sense.
the area, like the places are really beautiful. The people seem,
Yeah.
and the people are apparently like very nice when you go there. They're very
Okay,
welcoming
very
and just
welcoming.
trying new food. I
Loving.
just want to try new food like all over the
I
place, you
I
know?
would love to experience
Yes.
that culture. You know,
Mhm.
I would love to really experience that as well.
Yes.
So that would be the dream vacation. All right,
Yes.
ladies. So I guess we'll skip that question. The next one would be: would you prefer the mountains or the beach?
Beach.
Okay, so
Let's go to
'cause
the
you- 'cause
beach
you
each.
mentioned the
Let's go get
mountains
away.
To be able to hike the mountains to get to the tattoo.
I
lady.
like
So
both.
figured-
Yeah.
I
True,
figured,
true.
Yeah, you
That's
kind of answered the question.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I feel like best of both worlds.
But I feel like when you go on the mountain, you have like a different view, a different perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
The
you kind of
air too,
overlook.
you know?
Yeah, good
the
everything.
air's
point.
different, you know.
Mhm.
Good point.
Yes,
Good
yes.
Point. Good point. All right, ladies. Now, this is another cool question. iPhone or Android? Villa.
Oh my gosh, stop.
No,
iPhone.
this is a
It,
serious
it,
debate.
it is a serious
Hilarious.
debate.
I always
Why
debate
not
this with
everybody?
people. Oh my god.
I would say
I'm an Android all the way.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm definitely iPhone.
Okay.
Considering too, I actually worked seasonal at Apple at one
Okay.
point, so
Mm.
I think that also kind of deepens
Okay, we have
myself.
a biased answer here.
Oi, oi,
That might be, yeah. But I feel like I think my whole life I've just had iPhone,
Yeah,
and I
you
think
just-
it's either you have iPhone or the
It's true.
Android. You
That's
know,
why I like to ask the question.
Yeah.
It's like, which one are you?
because I think I'm used to that the face.
You're used to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
the face of an iPhone.
Yes. What about you, Nez?
So I'm an Android girl.
Hey.
Okay, sorry.
She
But
is.
honestly, I don't really have a particular reason why I like Android better. I've just had Android my whole life as well. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
just loyal to it for
I
some
agree.
reason. I don't know why.
That's like me. It's not like I don't like iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, the features are amazing.
Exactly.
But it's just I've always had an Android. So
Yeah,
like, I'm
same.
just loyal to that. So my nature is just to remain loyal to the damn
yeah,
Android.
that is-
I don't
Exactly.
think I'll ever switch to an iPhone.
That's fine. I don't
Same.
I
Unless
think I would
somebody gives
switch
it to
you
me
an
for free.
Android.
Sure, I'll take it. Let me
Right?
experience
Like
this.
with
Yeah.
the iPhone phone Pro
Yeah.
14,
Yeah.
I'll try it. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently iPhone is really good with like photos. Like the camera is really good on iPhone. When it comes to
Right.
content, I would say it's really good.
And
like
the FaceTime,
just saying,
it has
yeah.
the
Oh,
FaceTime.
yes,
That's
that's
the different
true.
specific feature that's
Right.
different.
But I feel like iPhone is very exclusive to the iPhone people.
I
Like you know,
agree.
like oh yeah, iMessage. Oh no, I don't have iMessage.
Right,
Like,
that's true.
No.
Message between each other. I guess that's
You're
the
right.
message.
What?
Yeah.
They want to
So
keep
here-
it in the
I'm
community
bringing
of.
up the iPhone here.
I'm sorry. Okay, Android, I love you. I'm sorry.
No, but I agree though. I think that's
Mhm.
a cool feature to be able
Yeah.
to communicate with each other just because you have an iPhone.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
That's kind of an exclusive VIP.
Yeah,
right, I
okay.
guess.
He's
Okay,
special.
yeah, okay,
iPhone
okay.
people.
It's all right. We're still Team Android.
Yes,
okay?
me too.
All right, so that brings us to another amazing topic with regards to in the Philippines, the food. Do you like to cook, or does someone else do the cooking for you?
Oh, I love to cook.
Okay.
Although I love a good home cooked meal for my parents. You know.
Can you cook
Mm.
Philippine?
See,
Philippine food?
I'm trying to learn from my parents now, so that way I'm able to keep it going and keep the
Right.
culture, keep it going, But although there was a time where I had to really like focus on cooking for myself because I
Yes.
knew that health is wealth
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that like I just needed to like realize what I'm consuming, like
Exactly.
just stay away I'm trying to like stay away from like processed foods, but because of the whole
Big up.
cooking thing, being able to be independent and cooking food for yourself, you
Mhm.
do feel obviously there is times where you're like, oh, I gotta prep this, it's gonna take
Mhm.
so long, but like in reality, like there is a good reward that comes with
Absolutely.
it. But yeah, I think because of like me having that whole switch of like health is wealth, I started to cook a lot more whole foods diet and
Mhm.
plant-based kind of diet. But yeah, like slowly, and honestly, cooking is very creative.
It is.
You
It
get
is
creative,
therapeutic.
so
It's an art.
and
It's therapeutic.
it's
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So I think this is also why I feel like I'm super creative because both my two older sisters, they don't really cook.
Oh,
Whereas
okay.
me, I'm just like I'm so down to like experiment. Like, I
Right.
really don't care.
You're the creative one in
Because
the fam.
it's trial and error, honestly.
Yes,
Because I know
mhm.
for the next time, okay, I maybe not put too much of this.
Right.
Or, you know,
exactly.
So
That's like one time when I made peanut butter chocolate chip cookies,
Uh-huh.
and I realized that I put too much salt.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I definitely learned that baking
Yes,
lesson. Yeah, so
exactly.
even little things like that.
yeah, and you just
You know,
learn from it,
You just
basically.
learn. What about you, Nez?
Oh
you
yeah,
cook? Or
I
you like
love
somebody cooking for you?
cooking. I love both.
Right,
I
right.
love to do both, but I definitely love to cook. And in terms of Filipino food, because actually I haven't eaten meat for like 7 years now,
Oh wow.
and the Filipino cuisine there's a lot of meat.
There's a
So
lot of
Yeah.
meat.
unfortunately, yes, I am missing out on a lot of like nice meat dishes, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to learn how to make like the vegan version. Or
Right.
I'm actually a pescatarian, so I do eat seafood.
Okay.
So I eat like the seafood version of
Right.
like, you know, the pork there's like a pork version and then there's like a salmon version. So I'll make like
Okay.
the salmon version
So
of the
that's
same
creative
dish.
in itself.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yes, but
So true.
with my parents, like home cooking definitely hits on a different level. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And when I do make my own, like it's like a vegan edition.
Vegan
So and
dish.
I get to do whatever I want with it. Like I love spice,
Yeah,
so I
okay.
always add like a little extra
Little
spiciness
this,
to it.
little that.
Exactly, a little extra
Yeah.
citrus, a little extra green onion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So and like you said, like cooking is therapeutic for me. Like when I'm cooking, like I'm just so focused. You know what I mean? And
Honestly.
you know, and it's like such an accomplishment. You
It
know, when you
is.
cook your own food, you
It's
can put
true.
whatever ingredients, you can make it your own. Like
It's
you might
so
have a
true.
recipe, but you can kind of alter
You
it
know
a little
exactly
bit.
what you're eating.
Yes.
Exactly.
How it was prepared.
And you're touching it, you're
Yes.
handling it. You
Yes,
know, you
your energy,
So
your
true.
love is in it.
exactly. You feel
Yeah.
the love in the
You feel
food.
love.
I know,
Exactly.
especially when
Feel the
you
love.
eat like home cooked
Oh my
food.
God.
You know,
I'm
it's
telling
like
you.
You
it's
could,
poured
you
with
know,
love and
exactly.
sweet.
Like
cooked with love.
Yes,
Like,
we're big on that in Jamaica too.
Yes,
They're big on
yes,
that.
yes.
Bad mood, get out the kitchen. Get
yes.
out the kitchen. Don't be in there angry.
Yes.
Cook up love.
Yes.
Always have the music up
Oh,
there.
yes.
Vibes
Right.
are
On a
always
Sunday.
going on a Sunday
Yeah,
dinner.
yeah, yeah.
But one question I want to ask: what is the main dish in the Filipino culture?
there's a lot. I'd say
You
like
guys
a
have-
What
lot
would
of
you
main
say?
ones. Adobo,
Okay.
or like chicken adobo.
And sinigang is a huge one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sinigang
okay.
is like a.
What is sinigang?
So it's like a soup. It's kind of
Okay.
like a
Tamarind.
like a tamarind. It's kind of like
soup.
sour and
noodles
salt.
and all
Oh,
that?
no noodles.
No
You actually
noodles?
eat it with rice.
Okay.
So like that was one of the dishes I said earlier. So it's
Yes.
actually like there's a pork version, but I make a salmon version instead, and it has like
okay.
salmon and like what's in
Should
there?
maybe get it in a
Tomato.
cookbook one day,
Oh
girl.
yeah.
That's your-
Maybe we
that's
should
your
make a video of
recipe.
cooking.
Yeah.
We should make a video of
I
us
think we
cooking.
should have Victoria's vibes there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And Victoria's vibes will taste so
Hey,
good.
Yes.
hey, I'm down. I'm
So
down.
taste
Y'all
that.
heard it first. Y'all heard
Yes.
it here first. You heard it here first.
Yes, yes.
So yes. So going on to finish off the questionnaire. What is the best gift you've ever received?
Ooh.
Oh wow.
That's hard.
Wow. I feel. Oh wow.
That's why I like to ask that.
Damn.
Makes you think.
I mean, I think the best gift that I probably would receive is like the experiences that the people I love show me and give me, kind of thing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Just cause, yeah, like, you know, I mean, cause gifts could obviously be materialistic, but I
Right.
find that, like, if I could go back, there was one year I went to the Philippines, and I didn't even know that two of my best friends were going to surprise me, let alone in the country, like in the Philippines.
Wow.
And I was at my cousin's resort, my dad's cousin's resort, and I think I knew my one friend was coming, but I didn't know my other best friend was coming. So they ended up surprising me at the actual resort. So like we were checking in, and then I see like my one friend, but then I see my other friend kind of like creeping in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what? Like,
Yeah.
and I was just like.
That is so cute.
And like they didn't even need to give me any gifts. It was just their presence,
Just
you
the
know, like
presence.
and the
Oh,
experience
that's
that they
real.
gave me.
Yeah,
that's
Because
real.
I've never had like, man, shout out to Eliza and Caitlin
Shout
because
out.
Shout
you definitely are like two best friends that I've known for like 10+ years. So the
Big
fact
up
that
yourself.
the fact that they came across the country just to kind
Yeah.
of surprise me on my birthday was just
That's friendship.
that was huge.
That's
So
that's real.
I think it's just like the experiences that people really give me, kind of, you know, that's the gift, you
That's
know?
a beautiful gift. That is
Yes.
a beautiful gift. They could be like, girl, I came across the sea for you.
Exactly.
Alright?
Now I'm
Alright.
kind of like, great. How do I top this? Like,
Hey, right?
not even top it, but like, shoot, I need to
Yeah.
go to the
Yeah.
across the world too. Like,
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. That's Thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
That's
I had to
beautiful.
think about it, but like,
That's why I like to ask
Yes.
that question because I get some really interesting answers with that. So thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
What about you, Nez?
Okay, definitely the lovable experience that people
Yes.
give me
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Definitely, and there's many. I can't
Yes.
even like think of one. But
What's up?
you know, when people give you gifts on your birthday or Christmas or whatever, like you know what's more important to me is actually the cards. And when
Right.
people write down like how they feel about me, like I
Yes.
get all like fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
Like I really love that, and I keep them. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it's true.
And also just like food. Like I love
Yes.
when people cook for me,
Yes.
and I don't
That is-
expect it, and it's like, you know, I can tell they really put their effort into it. You know,
Oh,
I
I
can
love
really
that.
feel the
Are you
love.
single?
I'm so single.
So I was
Single
gonna-
like the last
I
Pringle.
was gonna say, so that's a hint to any man out there. Make sure, you know, if you're dealing with Nez, you better cook her a nice meal. You know what I mean? They say a way to a man's heart is through food is also through Nez's heart. It's through food. Hey, it's
Just
Nez's heart.
disclaimer, I'm actually into women, so.
Oh,
So, you know,
okay.
if you're not,
My bad. No,
gal
we have to
them.
respect. Okay, so any woman, that's even better. 'Cause we are women
I
in the
used to,
kitchen.
but I'm just
We
saying,
are
just
women in
saying.
the kitchen, so you gotta cook her a good meal.
Yeah, and some fruits and some mangoes. You know, I love mangoes.
Okay.
Because
And
I
you
let the
better-
mans go, and I like mangoes.
Oh, okay. She let the mans go and she let man go.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I
So
get it.
that's
Man go,
that,
she
yeah.
let the mans go.
Yes, in a past life, the past life. You know? No, but-
Where's the sound effect? Anyway, oh, hold on. That's funny.
Yes,
So,
yes.
thank you guys so much. That concludes this portion of the
Oh.
interview, which
Yes.
is the Victoria's Vibes Fun Facts Questionnaire.
I
so
love
was that
that.
fun?
That was so
so
fun.
Fun,
That was
right?
really
That was fun.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
So now we're gonna talk about you first, or you and well, we'll obviously go in order. You're just sitting there first. It's nothing.
Yes.
You were
Yes.
sitting there first. it would've been
Chronological
Nez.
order.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, what I'd like to know is what are you doing now? What is the next step? Do you have any new music coming out? Are you working on a project? What's up with Villah?
Wow. Well, so I've actually been planning for next year.
Okay.
And just because I felt that this year was kind of, I kind of just went with the flow with it.
Right.
I wish I did have a little bit more of a plan. That way I stick to it and, you know, like have that self-discipline in myself, because I want to say, like, I definitely need to have way more self-discipline, and I think that's going to help me a lot get further. But I've done my like fair share of performing. So I've just been getting a lot of content from that. And so I've just been building that kind of content online with it, because I actually have a few from other events that I haven't even posted yet. So slowly but surely.
That one.
Yes.
Lots to post.
Yeah. For one though, definitely gonna have a first music video happening, because definitely need the visuals. Yes. I need to just start it, you know, like I just need to get it out. I want to see, like, I feel like if I were to say by the end of this year.
And is there
Do
a
it.
picky video director you
Oh.
look forward to?
I feel like I'm very open, you know, like I feel like I'm kind of I want to be able to, I think I haven't built relationships like proper to, you know, get that out there. I feel like I'm too shy to like kind of reach out, and I don't know, like
Victoria's is here.
there's
If you
like
need any connections, just call me up.
yeah,
bro.
like
Call me too,
I don't
call
know,
me
like
too.
because sometimes there's like you feel like, you know, you don't want to ask, or I don't know, like I feel like I'm such a perfectionist that like I don't know, maybe I don't want to push it out right now, but like I know I need to.
What if
'cause-
you had like, not to cut you?
No,
but
no, no,
what
of
if
course.
I want to add to it.
Yes.
What if you had an opportunity to be able to release your video at a video release party at a specific time and date, and you know that that's the date that you're looking forward to drop that, and then leading up to that, you would have a promo package of a
Yes.
trailer of the video,
Yes.
trailer of the tracks, have
Yes.
Nikki Victoria's Vibez
Yes.
interview for that, and have that opportunity. Would you be open to that as an artist? And the same question goes to you. Would you be open to that as an artist?
100%.
You need to do that, girl.
I definitely, because I definitely want to bring community too. You know,
Right.
like I don't want to just say like, hey, here's a video in front of your face. Like,
Right.
no, I
Yes,
want
yes.
people to come, build a community, build something.
And that would be the concept. Like you would get your package, you know, your promo package, and then you'd be able to promote it to your community, a network
Yes.
of people. You'd be able to sell tickets, and then you have your VIP tickets.
Yes.
So it's like your whole kind of like private event, but within a multiple event.
Right. Yeah. I love that.
Okay,
I
so you guys are
definitely.
down for that
I
concept.
definitely would love to because eventually, like, I would love to have like my own little project, even if it was a small EP with 5 songs. You know,
Yes,
it's
girl.
just something that like I want to show you that this is a project.
so great.
Right. So
Love it.
yeah. So that's definitely in the works. I want to say like if I can't do if I'm not doing a music video this year, best believe it's coming.
Coming.
Next year,
All right.
but eventually, because like I do want to do something maybe around my birthday even, and just kind of like just push it from that. Because again, like I want to be able to have a plan for next year. Because I feel like this year was just kind of I kind of let it kind of flow and let it go in a way.
So
So
you're gonna want to take a hold of it more.
Yeah.
And take more control.
exactly, because I
Okay.
felt like I was a little bit lost. Not gonna lie, like throughout this year. So I definitely had a lot of challenges, even mentally. So I think I just needed to have that time to myself and like just like really think and
Girl, I
really
feel you.
core like what
Yeah.
am I really doing,
I feel
and
you, man.
like is this like what is going to align with me?
Right,
So
right.
like I definitely want to build community because
Okay.
that's something I want to be able to do within my music because I want
Awesome.
people to also see that music could be looked at in a positive, right? And it's
Exactly. Yes.
community over competition. And
Exactly.
I find once you start to
Yes.
compete with me, you lost.
Hey! Big up
Like
yourself.
you,
'Cause
for
I be
real.
hearing your lyrics and I
You're
don't know,
like-
you better make sure you on your game if you're
Yeah.
gonna go against Villah. 'Cause I be hearing your lyrics and she
It's-
said I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you again.
Like collaborate with me, like there's no competition. I would love to even
Collaborate, that's
next
right.
year. Oh yeah, a lot of collaborations that I would love to
Okay.
do. I have a lot in mind, and people have messaged me. I just kind of put it aside because I wanted to put me first.
Yes, that's
I wanted to
important.
make sure that I had product,
That's right.
right? Like so that's
Good for
definitely
you.
yeah.
I'm proud of you.
That's pretty much the gist of
Okay.
what Villa is kind
the
of.
update of what's
Yeah.
next and new.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready to like shed this old shell that I have and
Yes.
just kind of jump
Start
into
fresh.
a new,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that energy. I'm on
Thank
the same
you.
tips, and I feel you on that, my girl.
Thank
like,
you.
I'm not getting all emotional and shit, 'cause I feel that. Okay, that's real. That's
Yes,
real.
yes,
That's
yes.
real. And what about you, Nez? What about your plans and what's next in you for you,
Let
music-wise?
me think about it for a second.
Yeah. But before,
mhm.
while you're thinking, may
Yeah.
I ask you a question?
Yes.
I was going through your Instagram and
Yes.
I saw one of your tracks that
Mhm.
really resonated with me, which is
Mhm.
"What Are You Waiting For?" Is it "What Are You Waiting For"?
Yeah, what you waiting for?
What
Yes.
you waiting for? So
I-
if
I-
you could kind of talk about that track and is that a new track that you've released this year or
Yeah, so I released that at the end of last year.
the end of last year?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like, it's a song to just motivate people.
It's a
You know what I'm
fun
saying? It's kind of
track,
like me
yeah.
like letting you know like what are you waiting for? Whatever you're thinking, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
sometimes we overthink too much. We want to be perfect and nothing is ever perfect, and I think that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? You just got to let yourself go, be raw, your aura is unique and no one is like you. You know what I'm saying? And the energy that you have, you need to express it so that we can, we could feel it in whatever area it is, whether it's
Right.
music, whether it's food, whether
Yes.
it's fashion,
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody has a gift within them, and some people would kind of get lost in this, systematic
Yes.
way of life.
Yes,
And
yes.
I feel like everyone has a voice inside of them that's kind of telling them to do it, but like there's maybe too much noise in their vicinity that's kind of like telling them no, like don't
Yeah,
do it. But I'm
blockages,
telling
like
you,
blockages.
exactly, like
Yeah.
energy blockages, and
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta reposition yourself. You gotta
And get away
pos-
from the energy vampire them.
exactly. So a lot of my music is about that. Is about owning your aura, owning
Love that.
yourself, and also honestly, my cutoff game is pretty crazy. like
Yeah. Oh,
once
it has to
once
be on point.
like
Yeah.
it seems like yeah, I'm a nice person, but honestly once your energy starts to feel funny or I'm just like feeling kind of like a maybe about you and like just not feeling
a wrap.
right, I'm just gonna slowly move away,
Yeah, it's
like,
a wrap. Like,
or
this
just
is-
quickly move away. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I make these songs, I'm also saying it to myself too. Like, Nez, what are you waiting for? Like, just do the damn thing.
I
Like,
love
what
that.
are you doing? Like, you know what I mean?
love that because all of us have things in our lives that maybe
Yes.
we're procrastinating on.
Exactly.
It's one thing or the other.
Yeah.
So I was
Exactly.
really encouraged by that track.
Oh,
and
thank
gonna
you.
continue to listen to that. Like, don't wait. What are you waiting for? Go for it. You know, especially if I
Exactly.
feel any doubt about anything. So thank you for
Yes.
putting that out. I just had to highlight that.
Oh, thank you so
like,
much.
what else do you have anything else coming out new? that's
Yes.
like that?
So, I do have a lot of like unreleased tracks right now,
Yes.
and I'm just kind of planning them slowly but surely
Okay.
because I've actually released a lot of tracks like in the past few years and
Yeah.
whatnot. And, like it's a learning process every time you
Yes.
release tracks. And
Yes.
before I used to just go to the studio, make the song, record the song and release it the next day. Like no
Right.
plan. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And,
yes.
I mean, it's, again, it's like a learning process. I would just reach a certain amount of people, but like I want to
Yeah.
kind of reach more people, not because like blah, blah, blah. Like I just want to impact more people, I
Absolutely.
want to be able to have my message be sent across the board,
It's a global movement,
Exactly.
Michael.
And
A
I want
global
people to
movement.
unite through my
Yes.
music as well. I want
Yes.
unity through my music, and I want people to be able to just express themselves in their raw way,
I love
and I feel like a lot of people are lost. Like even in my journey, I've had a lot of all of our journeys, we
yeah,
have a lot of
trials,
trials and tribulations.
Mhm.
We go through our mental breakdowns, and
Yes.
I keep a smile on my face, but people don't know what's really going on behind the
Yes.
curtains. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm crying to myself.
Yeah.
Me and Villah were just having a heartfelt conversation in the car earlier because we
You know what
kind
I'm
of get
saying?
each other. We're both
Yeah.
artists, and
Yeah, that's my
we
next
have that
thing.
energy.
I guess that was the next.
Yeah.
Love that.
Organically, we kind of
I
go
love
back
that.
into
Yes,
that. I
yes.
was gonna ask about you guys' friendship. How do you guys become? Have you been friends for years? Did you guys know each other when you were younger? How did you guys connect?
Oh, we actually met through a show. Yeah, we were both
Yeah.
performing.
Okay.
So, we met at a show in North York.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one was that? Which is the?
Yeah, it was in North York.
Yeah, we were both performing. It was like a pretty big showcase, and then when I saw this girl perform, I was like, damn! Like, who's this little thing? Like, just who's this little thing with this like big ass energy? Like, you know what I'm saying? And her lyrics were hitting.
Her is nothing like
100%. No, I did not expect that at all. And like, I'm very picky with honestly with people. Well, I mean, with energy in general, and I really felt her energy from across the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, like I was like this girl is something. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So I really felt her
definitely.
energy. And I'm not sure if we really connected that night because there was like a lot of people there. But that was our first encounter.
Yeah.
That was our first encounter. But then along the way, we had other shows. Like we were both
Yeah.
performing at these other shows, and then we kind of just started talking, and then we just kind of
Yeah.
like.
We
We aligned. Yeah, we aligned. And then we just
definitely aligned.
Yeah.
yeah, like, and then when we first started like really talking, like it was very deep conversation, and I'm not like a surface level conversation type of person.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my surface level conversations with
Yes.
my acquaintances and stuff,
It's not
to get
everybody
through
you
life.
connect with on a deep level like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
especially like being an artist too. 'Cause
Yes.
sometimes it could be short relationships or
Yes,
temporary
yes,
ones,
yes.
but
Mhm.
like they come and go for a reason,
Exactly.
And the ones who like actually stay in a line with you will stay.
Exactly. That's
Yes,
real.
Yeah.
yes.
Are you guys gonna collaborate and do a track together?
So this is actually a thing. This is one of the upcoming things. So
Okay.
we're gonna do like a female like empowerment type of thing, like a type of track.
All
It's
right.
gonna be fun and collaborative. And we have like other Filipino MCs that will be
Yes.
on the track as well, like
Nice.
singers and rappers. So
Nice.
hopefully we can get that together soon because I know everyone's
Yes.
kind of like we all have our different lives too, and things kind
Yeah.
of get busy. But
Mm.
that is definitely aligned in the
That's a
stars.
great
When it's
idea.
meant
I
to
wanna see
happen.
that happen.
Yeah. So
Also,
definitely.
if I could add to, Ness and I are actually a part of a community called PhilCan, and that's
Yes.
Filipino Canadians who, creatives who it comes from like videographers, photographers,
Yes.
rappers and singers, and
Mhm.
we've definitely, and that's also where we also kind of connect
Exactly.
even further.
Yes.
And
Yes.
And I think
yes.
it was because, we were born here, and
Mhm.
maybe we may not know much Tagalog. Like we do
Yes.
understand it,
Mhm.
but I think like we were able to connect because
Mhm.
maybe I felt I felt not a certain way, but like because I don't I don't speak it like
Right.
fluently.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm able to talk to Ness.
Yes, yes,
where
yes.
I'm able to actually have these conversations
Mhm.
and yeah, just and the fact that like us being a part of that PhilCan community, we
Yep.
also want to be empowering other females.
Yes,
and,
yes,
and also
yes.
kind of like build that bridge between the Toronto scene and,
Yes,
and
yes,
the Filipino
yes,
Canadian
yes.
community, because maybe they may be shy and
Right.
they may
Yep.
not know how to kind of connect
Right.
in this kind of
Mhm.
Toronto scene.
Right.
That's where Ness and I are able to
Yes.
kind of like break that ice.
Break that ice on the community.
Yeah, and that kind of because that's definitely like something that we've also talked about. Like
Yes,
we definitely
yes.
want to be that bridge that can help. Just because like we align, we honestly very much align.
Yeah,
We
you
are,
guys do.
yeah.
Because like
And-
especially
yeah.
in music too, I don't
You
feel
guys
like
look like two BFFs.
I honestly don't feel like I have to gatekeep certain things.
Yes,
You know?
yes,
like
yes,
I
yes.
genuinely want to help.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like, that's-
That's your heart.
Yeah, and like
Mhm.
I've definitely felt that growing up, and yeah, and that's also something that like I've noticed with Ness too. So like she's very open and giving too. So that's why I
You too, girl.
definitely. Definitely because of like us, but the fact that we found each other actually before the PhilCan
Yes.
community.
Big up PhilCan.
Yeah,
'cause
big up
it's a
PhilCan.
it's a
Community, you guys
Yeah.
check it out.
honestly, everyone is so supportive with each other, and
Yeah.
we are also learning from them too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like learn, and
exactly.
we feel like really instilled in our culture with them as well.
That's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like we're listening to these. Oh man, just shout out to like all like the artists in the PhilCan music
Yes.
community,
Because that's
rappers,
how-
singers,
They're
rock
rapping in
bands.
Tagalog.
They're rapping in
Yeah.
Tagalog, and we're like learning these new words. Like I never
Yeah.
heard them before. What is that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What is that?
Expanding the horizon.
Yeah, and just
Exactly.
embracing the roots. Like
Exactly.
we aren't who we are without our roots.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's why I think being part of that PhilCan community
Yes,
has
yes.
definitely grown,
Mhm,
and just
yes,
like us
yes.
even too, like we're growing and we want to deeper connect with our roots. So
Exactly,
and that's
exactly.
something we just gotta do because
That's
like
Mhm.
I'm first generation Canadians, like
Yes.
I need to make a mark, you know.
100%,
I need to make sure-
100%.
Already
Yes.
so far.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's really awesome. So you guys are gonna do that. You're gonna collaborate soon. Make
Yes.
sure you let Nikki Victoria's
Oh,
and
yeah.
Victoria's
Oh
Vibes
hell yeah,
keep
girl.
updated. Whatever you're gonna release or
Yes.
whatever what's next, you don't know I'm your media girl.
Yes.
So, hey, big
Actually,
up yourself.
can I just make a quick? I
Yes.
just want to say I forgot to mention earlier because you're from Jamaica. You said
I'm born in
Born in
Canada.
Ja-
I'm born in
okay.
Canada, but my people are from
Jamaica?
Jamaica. Yes.
I do have a song coming out that is inspired by Jamaica.
Hey, big up yourself. I
So
can't
it's
wait to
actually
hear that.
it's my first like reggae dancehall track, and the beat is straight from Jamaica.
Well, if you
So
need me to be in the video to wind up
that's
my
what
waist and
I was
dance.
about to ask if you could bust a move or two, girl.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes,
send a
right here
vibe.
first. Absolutely.
Yes,
The
yes.
answer is yes, girl. Let me know date time.
100%.
And I'll be
Yes.
ready.
Yes.
And like Villa was saying earlier, we want to build a bridge between like the Filipino community and the Toronto community, but also like
Yes.
worldwide as well. Like being able to connect with other ethnicities and
Absolutely.
create like music as a movement as well, right? Like
Absolutely.
me particularly, because I mean, yes, with men, but with women, like I want to see, I love
unity.
women like when they push each other and when they
Yes, I'm the
inspire
same
each
way.
other. We need each other, and
I'm the
sometimes
same
we need
way.
the platform to kind of just like talk about things, because like, and this is a
Exactly.
male dominant industry, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So being able to just be open and raw and just talk about things that we go through, and also express it in our music, through our movement, through
I
our
love
lyrics,
it. I love it.
so,
Just the different cultures, and that's what Victoria's
Yeah.
Vibes is about. It's not just
Mhm.
bigging up my people, black people, but it's also
Mm.
bigging up everybody
Yes.
in their
Yes.
Victoria's Vibes. And I love speaking with other cultures and
Mm,
learning,
yes, exactly.
learning where you guys come from, and
Mhm.
even so. I guess my next question is, I guess because living in Mississauga and Rexdale, Etobicoke, I already know the influence by
Oh.
certain things in terms of how you got into
Oh
hip
my
hop.
gosh, yeah.
Oi.
And hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And got your flavor.
Oi.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, for me, Mississauga has all the cultures. You know, I was so used to
Multicultural,
multiculture. Yeah, so I was so like, I was already so like open to cultures, you know,
Yes.
and like
Yes.
even being like people of color, like it makes me open, to other cultures, and like because everyone has like there's beauty in people's cultures, and and like growing up, I actually grew up in Clarkson, so
Oh, yes.
I have a few friends. There was actually a few friends who were rapping.
Okay,
So
yeah,
like
big
that's
ups.
kind of where
Yeah.
and it's obviously a group of guys, right? So like I'm kind of that one girl that kind of like I was a girl that could hang with the guys,
Yeah.
even in
Tomboy,
sports.
yeah, like
Tomboy.
favorite,
Like
yeah.
I was
Yes.
definitely like that, and just being able to hang out with the guys while they're freestyling and stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of
Hey.
it did push me because
Yes.
I was doing poems. So even if I was writing poems and reading it off my book, I'm still kind of a part of it.
Right,
But
taking it in.
yeah, and then it came to a point where like they were just listening to instrumentals, and then I was kind of like, I'm like, I like this. This is it's moving with me.
Right.
So then after that, I just started listening to it one night, and then the next morning, like things started to flow out.
Or
But
just organically.
yeah, so like I definitely had a bit of that influence from from other guys, because it was kind of rare to see females.
And that's what it is.
You
When
know?
you do your shows at the Secrets, I saw a whole bunch of guys coming in, and
And then you see
Villah.
what?
Hey.
And I'm just like, okay, this girl, she must be fire.
Yeah.
Usually when the girls with the group of guys, you're always like the little sister. And
Yeah.
looking out for you type of thing.
And
so.
like during the time too, like I would say elementary or high school or so, but Honey Cocaine, an Asian rapper from Cambodian, she was I think signed with Tyga, and she was making
Okay.
moves like in the city too, and I think
Yes.
that had I caught that, because I was looking at that, I'm like, oh wow, like that's a female Asian
Yeah.
rapper,
Yes.
and I'm like,
Yes.
yo,
She could do
if
it,
she could do that,
then
I
could
can do that.
Hey.
And that's
Hey.
exactly how I felt
Yes.
from that, and
Love
like
it.
I definitely big that, because she was making noise in the city when it wasn't like
so much.
like I
She's
feel like
making her
now,
mark.
yes, and I feel like now obviously a lot of people are doing the music, which is great. There's more there could be more like resources and communities starting to build, so it's just like growing up in Mississauga, like I still had influence from like Toronto scenes, right? So definitely like being in
Okay.
Mississauga, it's definitely
You already done yours.
it's helped.
What
yeah.
about you, Nez? What your influence?
So, my influence, okay, with hip hop, like I didn't really grow up around a lot of hip hop people. I didn't really see it in my school and stuff. Like to be honest, I went to a predominantly like like Caucasian school, and I didn't really.
So white people.
It's all good, but
Yeah.
I was actually I listened to like a whole bunch of music growing up, but hip hop was like definitely in the top for me. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop and pop and R&B, like 50 Cent, like Eminem, like these guys. I was just Tupac, like I love Tupac when I was listening to
Right.
Tupac. So like I said, growing up, I was like a bit
girl.
like so like I said earlier, I was a very shy and awkward like individual, so I didn't even know I was gonna get into this rap game. But then like as I got older, to be honest, like I got into a relationship, and like I was dating this guy at the time, and he was a rapper, and then I saw him like write rhymes and do all this stuff, and I was actually very inspired by that. And I've never seen like anybody in like anybody that I knew that was rapping except for him, and he was really doing it.
So
Big
that's
up,
a
big up. Okay, I'm
influence.
just saying
Yeah,
whatever.
hey,
It's all
hey,
good. It's in the past,
hey.
but it's all good.
He served
I'm
his
just being
purpose.
raw with it. It's all good. I never thought I'd shout this out, but hey, that's just the real deal. But he showed me a lot of like hip hop, like Sean Price and like old school Nas and old
Okay,
like, you know what I'm saying?
All we need is one mic.
All we need is one mic, one
Hey.
strike. We
Hey.
got it for life. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
But yeah, like I've always like listened to like I don't know, like even if I was like a shy, awkward girl growing up, like I'm always like memorizing all this music that I listen to like on Much Music. I just take it in, yeah. Like even BET, I was watching it too, like all these music videos of like the hip hop artists, and yeah. So
Influenced by
and
that.
after a certain point when I got bashed with a whole bunch of experiences that kind of triggered me into like getting into writing, because I had no other way of dealing with it. I just started writing about it.
See, that's amazing.
And then music is just always my go-to. So I'm listening to music, and I started to kind of block out the lyrics in the songs, and then I would just listen to the beat in the background, and I would just write to
Your
it.
own own.
Exactly,
yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. Like even like Rihanna's beats, I don't know, but it ended up turning into like my own songs and Nas beats as well. Like
You see? And you could
Yes.
kind of make them act with that.
Exactly.
Burna Boy's kind of doing that.
Exactly.
Bringing in the different R&B or the memorable R&B
Yes,
beats, but
bringing
it
remixing
back.
it. So he's kind of
Yes.
making his mark doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of started writing, like in the field, and I just started. I got invited to go to open mics, and I started like, like aligning with the community of hip hop and other genres as well. But like I made friends with a lot of like rappers, and like we're just chilling. I used to kind of like
Warzone forever.
yeah,
Big up,
Warzone us,
big
yo,
up,
big up.
yeah.
But yeah, and we used to just like freestyle and cipher all over the place. Like we'd go to Trinity Bellwoods Park and we just like
Okay.
have a sunset cipher. We would just
That's
all be like
vibes.
freestyling, somebody's beatboxing.
That's vibes.
Yes, and we're all just, and I never knew I could even like do that really. Like it's not something, like when I was younger, I want to be a rapper when I grow up. I didn't even know I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like
Right.
into art in my introverted zone, But then, when you start to get to know yourself, you become more
Yes,
open and boom,
definitely.
and you're out here doing your thing. But I'm just like very grateful for all the connections I've made, like doing in this music journey, because everyone is like so dope. There's so much talent in the city.
Endless.
It's so
It's
crazy. And
endless.
they all inspire me. And, every time I hang out with like these artists, like I feel inspired to go home and just write something. Write something.
Each
like I
one
feel
teach one. That's how it
exactly,
should be. Like, that's why I say
exactly.
fire one bad mind, but
Fire
we're inspired by each other.
Yes,
Not because
exactly.
somebody's doing something great. Be inspired by it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or give them the respect that they deserve. Period, point blank.
Yes,
and that's
yes.
what Victoria's Vibes is about. So this was an amazing interview.
Yes.
We could sit here all night and chat.
I know.
With the girls'
I
night
could
out.
feel that. I could feel
Right?
Yeah, we
that.
could talk about a lot of things.
Yes,
Yeah.
but thank you guys so much for coming
Yes.
through.
Yes.
It was an amazing conversation. The fun facts questionnaire. Please, Villa, let the people them know where they can find you. Your digital platforms, Instagram, YouTube, everything. Where can they find you?
So, all platforms you can find me at !LLAH, and then all platforms Villa Official Music.
Hey, that's Villa's and
Hey,
Nez.
and for Nessie Ness, you can find me
Ness.
on all the social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all the goodies, at N3S Music. And I also have a website, is actually nezmusic.com. So you can check that out as well. You can check out all my music on Spotify, YouTube, Nez Music. That's it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So thank you guys. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming through. Let's cheers one
Yes.
more
Thank
time.
you for
Oh, mine's
having
empty.
us.
For success, prosperity,
Yes.
abundance, and continued just alignment with each other in the universe. And
Oh,
God
let's
bless us.
get it.
God bless us,
God bless,
everyone.
God bless.
All right.
Oh, mine's empty.
So, thank you guys so much. You guys make sure you check it out. Subscribe for your Victorious Vibes. Thank you for joining me and watching the 8th Victorious Vibes live interview. Hey, big up yourself, everybody. Hey.